everyone. Welcome to our Saturday afternoon edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Craig Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Turner in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for the Thunder, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. Greg, we've got 2 of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight. Defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
Siakam with it. Dort covering. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Holmgren with a screen on Halliburton. Down low, here's Hartenstein, and the dunk by Hartenstein.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there, lack of communication on the backside.
And finished off by Halliburton.
And Halliburton just springing off the floor. Defense couldn't stop him once he got airborne.
And here are the Thunder now. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Now, here's Halliburton. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
Defense doing their best to put Halliburton off balance, but he stays flexible, kind of warps around the defense and adjusts to the contact.
Here's Holmgren, following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. Holmgren against Siakam. Holmgren kicks to Dort. Shot clock at 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Such a big part of Gilgeous-Alexander's growth. When he hits hard shots like that, it makes him feel like he can score just about anywhere.
Now, here's Halliburton. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Shoot 2. free throw, no good.
You know, young players who come into the league, you want to see if they can bring it every night. Halliburton has certainly fit that bill.
And he sinks the second.
So valuable to this team. Halliburton gives them whatever they need when they need it. This guy is both patient and prolific.
Outside Williams. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. This one for three. The rebound by Halliburton. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Pacers. With the floater, the tray. A nice shot by Neesmith.
Great decision from Tyrese Halliburton. Understands when he should look to set up his guy.
Thunder trailing by 3. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about the challenge of game planning for Tyrese Halliburton. Coach said you have to stay in front of him. The second he gets a step on us, that's when it's got to pick your poison with him. If guys stay in front of him, I think we should be fine. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And so it's Indiana with it. The Thunder making the shot. Halliburton for 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which players have had the most success from the stripe this month. 5th best, Tyrese Halliburton.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Siakam outside. On the wing, Turner. Over Hartenstein. Turner passes to Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Nembhard. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Turner against Hartenstein. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely. Back to Dort. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Out of the key, Siakam. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Siakam. And Holmgren pulls it down. Thunder trailing by 4. Right side, Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes back up. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
Siakam outside. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Fires for 3. And Holmgren pulls it down. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game. Wallace is checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Number 22, Cason Wallace.
Halliburton against Wallace. Lets it go with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup. Both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, we'll find out. Such talent on the floor tonight on each side of the matchup. There's some conference pride at stake, too. With both teams being among the cream of the crop in the East and the West.
Here's Halliburton, following the score by Oklahoma City. Inside, here's Turner, and Turner throws it down.
This is just good point guard fundamentals from Tyrese Halliburton, going to the pick and roll to create a bunch of options.
Williams finds Hartenstein. Halliburton against Wallace. Here's Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Three-pointer. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Nembhard with it, defended by Dort. The playoff picture coming into focus now, Greg, with a good portion of this regular season behind us.
And for the teams that are definitely in, they're trying to maintain momentum and health, right? But for the teams still clawing and fighting their way in, that's where it gets exciting.
The first one falls. Halliburton hits them both. Oklahoma City's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Hartenstein. Wallace with a screen for Hartenstein. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Turner. Nembhard with it. Dort covering. Neesmith, the pass to Nembhard. Here's Siakam. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Now, here's Holmgren. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. Wallace's shot is good.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Siakam against Holmgren. Now, Nembhard. 9 points last game out. And a wide open look for Siakam. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Now, here's Dort. Still without a basket. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Thunder with some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dort. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Obi Toppin's checked in for Turner. Walker comes in for Aaron Neesmith. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. And it's Mathurin missing. Oklahoma City trailing. Right side, Williams. It.
Toppin has that kind of reach, 7'2" wingspan. Get that out of here.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And McConnell gets it to go. Thunder have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. To the inside. It's deflected. Toppin with the steal. Mathurin against Wallace. Pass to McConnell. Back to Mathurin. Siakam against Williams. Just 5 to shoot. 17-foot shot on the way. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
To the middle. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
And the numbers now for Pascal Siakam. He's been dominant over the last month, averaging 21 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Toppin kicks to Walker. Back to Toppin. Siakam with it, and it's Wallace picking him up. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
On defense, Oklahoma City. Tapping a screen on Williams. Walker taking his time here. Clock at 4. That's a 2 for Mathurin. Indiana again missing.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, "We've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup." Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. And Mathurin has got the ball here for Indiana. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
Rebound by Williams.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to Williams. There's a screen by Williams. Shoots the 3. The offensive rebound. Over Walker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Jarris Walker. The Thunder shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's good from Williams. Tony Bradley's checked in for Indiana. Halliburton comes in for Walker. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Back to McConnell. To the wing right side. Here's Toppin. That's good. It's McConnell with the assist. And the Pacers lead by 2.
Toppin not letting the defense hold him back.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Williams. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
McConnell against Caruso. Halliburton for three. That shot missing. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Pacers up 2. And we'll be back right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
Williams is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Cason Wallace. And it's Caruso in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
And he knocks down the first one.
And the growth that Shai has shown over the years, it has come on so fast with how he has improved, but he's adding to his game.
The Pacers making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
In that 2018 draft, you think about those names, Doncic, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with.
Toppin passes to Mathurin. Toppin sets a screen for McConnell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. It's his first trip to the line.
First team foul. At the line for the Pacers, DJ McConnell taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good for McConnell. Jalen Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. No good on the second free throw. Oklahoma City trailing. Wallace outside. Pass to Caruso. Wallace with a screen for Caruso. Here he goes. They now take the lead. Caruso's got his first basket. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Wallace against Halliburton. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Halliburton's got 9 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Williams, a screen on Mathurin. Williams, that's good. Williams has got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder.
Just so accurate from deep. Williams can torch you.
Walker against Wiggins. Halliburton up top. He's got 9. Williams with the block. Walker with a clean look. Buries it from 3-point range. Walker's got himself on the board with 3 there. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Williams up on top. Wallace outside. Williams sends a screen for Wallace. Tries again. Williams gets the bucket.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
To the paint. Here's McConnell. Misses the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
So it's the Pacers now. The Thunder making the shot. Walker a screen on Williams. Here's Mathurin. Misses off the left iron.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Now here's Williams. 8 points for him. Bangs home the trifecta. Wiggins has got 5 now.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3-ball here in the second quarter.
Here's Halliburton. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. 11 points in the game.
Extra sauce on that one, please, Halliburton. Wow.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Now, here's McConnell. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Halliburton outside. That 3 off the mark.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Halliburton with it. Wallace covering. Pass to Walker. And here's McConnell. Toppin sets a screen for McConnell. To the middle. 5 to shoot. And here we go. Fast break. Wallace has got it. That one good for 2.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Pacers trail by 6. Outside, Walker. Pass to Halliburton. Caruso against McConnell. 6 to shoot. Takes it inside. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Outside Williams. And it's Mathurin with the rebound.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
They call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
A skillful move there by Mathurin against the contact, somehow finding a way to get the shot to fall.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. And it's Dort in for Case and Wallace. Then for the Pacers, Turner's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for TJ McConnell.
And I like the drive of this kid. Mathurin, really a team player.
Pass to Holmgren. Dort with the ball. Shoots over Nembhard. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Neesmith, he's checked in for the Pacers. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out west. Taking a look at Oklahoma City, very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason.
Checking out Oklahoma City. They've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, they're using that F word, focus. A lot of teams suffer from a lack of concentration in the early part of the season, but not this team. They're ready to play right from the opening tip of the very first game.
Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. The Thunder leading by 5. It's Dort on the wing. Nembhard covering. Dort kicks to Caruso. No good that time. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. Inside, here's Turner. Siakam outside. Back to Turner. It's tipped. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Turner's got his second basket of the game.
And he is a load inside. Turner can back anybody down to get to his sweet spot.
To the inside. Here's Holmgren. And the jump by Holmgren.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Siakam finds Nembhard. Halliburton with it. Caruso against Halliburton. Caruso, no good. Pacers trail by 5. Here's Nembhard. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Indiana. Nesmith, the pass to Halliburton. Back to Nesmith. Halliburton outside. Turner with a screen on Caruso. Back to Nesmith. Indiana moving it around. 4 on the clock. Here's Nembhard. Indiana again missing.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in. Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now here's Caruso. At the top of the key, Holmgren. Dort with a screen for Williams. Shoots over Nembhard. Shot's good by Williams. Williams has got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder.
Yeah, as a shooter, Williams is fairly flexible.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Checked in. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana. Oklahoma City on D. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
Here's Joe. A 14-point game for him in the win against Charlotte. Holmgren with a screen on Mathurin. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Siakam.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Second team foul. At the line for your Thunder, Chet Holmgren, shooting 1.
The free throw off from Holmgren.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
Turner passes to Mathurin. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they continue to control the glass.
Pass to Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Just keep seeing more and more evidence about Jalen Williams being the total package, a swingman who scores it, rebounds, passes, and can defend.
And that one falls for Williams. Both good from the line that time. 1:57 left to play in the first half. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Siakam.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Here's Joe. Still scoreless. Hartenstein passes to Dort. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. Pacers trail by 7. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously push the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go.
One shot.
Here is Williams. He's got 12. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Williams. Double team on Williams. Holmgren kicks to Williams. 5 on the clock. Hartenstein with the screen for Williams. And they recover it. Holmgren. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Holmgren's got 6 points in the quarter. Outside Mathurin. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
What a motor. Mathurin can go all night, and he has. What a performance.
Pass to Holmgren. They get it back. It's Dort on the wing. Second shot opportunity. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Now here's Turner. A 23-point game for him in the win against Portland.
Felt like he also was prepared for whatever the opposition was coming at him with. He was either contesting shots or swatting them away. Just a dominant defensive performance all the way around.
Here's Joe. Emard covering. Pass to Hartenstein. Now Holmgren. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Coach, where do you look to shore things up at the defensive end of the floor?
They're hitting us in some different areas, so we got to give them help on the inside. And with the guys we have playing tonight, we got to be real persistent, real together.
Got to find that chemistry very quickly. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Welcome, everybody, to halftime. NBA action abounds. Let's see what games are tipping off later. It'll be the Golden State Warriors up against the Hawks out in Atlanta. 7 p.m. Eastern is the tip-off.
These teams are well matched. It's going to be anyone's game.
And let's turn our attention to tonight's game. The Thunder find themselves in a real battle.
Their work on the glass has been superb tonight, chasing down every miss there, Ernie. That's their mindset.
Yeah, you can tell it was a focal point of their game plan coming in, and they've made good on that. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And it's the Thunder with the ball. After this game, they can look forward to LA, where they'll match up against the Clippers. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. Here's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Nesmith in at the small forward position. Here's Halliburton, following the score by Oklahoma City. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Makes decisive decisions on the hardwood. Once Turner saw the catch and shoot opportunity, he was locked and loaded.
Kept alive.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Thunder have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
At the line for 2, Isaiah Hartenstein.
Shoot 2.
And the first one drops. And so Hartenstein nails both of them. Here's Nembhard. Halliburton outside. No good with the triple.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
First free throw is good.
Such a head scratcher to think that Pascal Siakam started playing this game at the age of 17. Really speaks to his work ethic.
And he makes the first but misses the second. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Oh!
Now Williams found the penetration and then committed to the drive completely.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Pacers shooting reasonably well, 45%. Halliburton passes to Nesmith. Pass to Turner. A 3. That one's not going to go.
and he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Dort with the ball. Williams looking over the floor. Shoots over Nembhard. Williams can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 9. And Aaron Nesmith gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Outside, Dort. Outside, Williams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Over Halliburton. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 11 now for the Thunder. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Here they come, fans. It's your one and only Thunder Girls.
This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot block leaders. Number 1, Miles Turner.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Halliburton finds Siakam. Shoots over Holmgren. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 11. Halliburton, no good.
Yeah, starting the half here, 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, nice job down low. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Now, here's Nesmith. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Halliburton. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
There are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way. But maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
Great ball movement there.
Pacers trail by 16. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Stolen by Dort. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now here's Turner. He's got 8 to the right side. Pass to Nembhard. And the layup falls.
Andrew Nembhard.
Nembhard's got 5.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Holmgren with a screen on Halliburton. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one goes in. 13 points in the game. Pacers trail by 18. Outside Turner. Nesmith up top. He's guarded by Williams. They set the pick. Here's Siakam. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Got 1 on Holmgren.
With great length and movement skills, Siakam is a load inside.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana. Siakam hits them both. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 19-7 run. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
He gets really smooth sometimes. Gilgeous-Alexander has some size. He challenged the defense with it that time.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Pass to Nembhard. Here's Siakam. Williams with the block. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Indiana ball.
Here's Halliburton. He's got 11. Looking to get back on track here.
So much talk about the work ethic of Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong defensive play that time.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And he drives in. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And here are the Pacers now, following the score by Oklahoma City. Pocket 6. Siakam against Williams. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And the all-around game of Siakam is so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Oklahoma City leading by 18. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 17. Over in the corner, Dort. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists in the game. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. Their next game playing at home is the Nets coming to town. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Caruso, bounce pass. There's Williams. The teardrop falls in. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Jalen Williams had a plan there to outwork the defense. He knows you got to bring it to the paint.
On the wing, Mathurin. Pass to Halliburton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires away from outside. Siakam misses.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Outside, Dort. Back to Hartenstein. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Hartenstein's got 12 points in the game. Indiana's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Back to Halliburton. Indiana moving the ball around. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Here's Nembhard. The Thunder making the shot. Turner with a screen on Dort. Nembhard with it. He's got 5. Down low. Here's Turner. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
But maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Hartenstein in the high post. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 13. Siakam, a screen on Caruso. And it's Mathurin missing. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Dort on the wing. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. They get it again. Pass to Williams. To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Never dialed back. SGA determined on the finish.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And it's Case and Wallace in for George. Indiana's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Toppin passes to Mathurin. 1:15 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to McConnell. Just 4 to shoot. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Superb D from Gilgeous-Alexander, using his length to wipe away the shot.
Oklahoma City's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. The later we get in the season, the hotter these teams have gotten. They're shooting leaders since the All-Star break in the NBA. Second, the Thunder.
No doubt their offense has really hit its stride. I mean, they're making the extra pass and not settling for that first shot that presents itself. And you see that in their shooting percentage.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. 58 seconds left to play in the third. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Tapping a screen on Wallace. Here's Mathurin. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
And using that body to his advantage. Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 22.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Williams against Siakam. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. He takes it up and lays it in. Siakam's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Pacers foul. DJ McConnell. First personal foul. 15 fouls.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight.
For your Oklahoma City, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Oklahoma City out in front, opening up a huge gap. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
These guys are going to struggle guarding movement, but if we dribble, they got one situation to play. It's too easy. All right? Come on. Let's go.
So more ball movement, Greg. That's what they're looking for.
Absolutely. When you over-dribble, you really do bail the defense out. The more you move the ball, the more it tires out the defense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Wiggins. Wallace is out there with Isaiah Joe. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Mathurin against Caruso. Mathurin passes to McConnell. Halliburton outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Mathurin. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 5 assists in the game. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Wiggins outside. It's stolen by Mathurin. Oh, and here comes Mathurin all alone. Good.
Mathurin.
Oh, the size and quickness of Mathurin is a deadly combination.
Oklahoma City has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Wiggins finds Caruso. Wiggins, a screen on Mathurin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And you think about rookies coming into the NBA, it seems, Brent, that veterans are a little bit easier on the rookies now than they were in the past.
I think we romanticize, Kevin, a lot of those stories that we heard from the old days about veteran players giving it to the younger players. And certainly that's going to happen, especially at the beginning of the season. But these guys have known each other for a long time, and these friendships and bonds have started from years ago. So a little bit less and less. It's still fun to poke at the rookies, just a little bit.
Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. That one misses.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Wallace against McConnell. Mathurin for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Mathurin's got 9 points here in the second half.
And for a classic two-guard like Mathurin, you have to knock down threes with consistency.
Williams dishes to Wallace. Wiggins, a screen on McConnell. Here's Wallace. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Pacers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Williams with the steal. And now a fast break for the Thunder. That's good from Wallace on the assist by Williams.
From Jalen Williams.
Brett, we know that the NBA can be compared to any league in the world, and it is regarded as the best. But as someone who has won titles like you have, is it world champs, or should we just leave it at NBA champs?
Well, Kevin, it's a really good question, and I don't know what side I lean on. I prefer to talk about being the NBA champs. I mean, out of respect for what the world competitions represent, I think NBA champs is just fine. And topping on top of the world there.
Pass to Wiggins. Caruso against Mathurin. Three-pointer. He's off on that one.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
The Pacers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. McConnell scanning the floor. Mathurin passes to Halliburton. Here's Toppin. Indiana moving it around. 4 on the clock. Shots good by Walker.
Toppin trying to gain his confidence by sharing the ball. He gets an assist.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. The Pacers making a switch here. Nembhard's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Oklahoma City leading by 22. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Halliburton.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. Will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. And here's Halliburton. Outside, Walker beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Dort with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Wallace outside. 5 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by Indiana.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Now, here's Toppin. Some players, Brent, have claimed entertainment is emphasized over competition. What do you think?
Well, I think there's a great balance, and the league does a great job of promoting its stars. But at the end of the day, Kevin, trust me, guys who are out here have a love for the game, a passion for the competition, and that's what we want to see.
And the Thunder making a change here. Jones is checked in. The Thunder leading by 21. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession.
Pacers ball.
For the Thunder, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jones. And Jalen Williams is subbed in for Wiggins. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Here's Halliburton. Pass to Mathurin. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got his 16th rebound on the night. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein inside. Turner covering. Basket good.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Halliburton kicks to Turner. Bounce pass Nembhard. Pass to Siakam. Back to Nembhard. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And it's Halliburton missing. The Thunder leading by 23. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good from long range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 28.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
Pass to Nembhard. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Now Williams, following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. Dort against Mathurin. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Siakam. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, you know Siakam getting in that close is pretty much automatic.
Oklahoma City's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And it's sent back by Turner. Pass to Halliburton. Halliburton is double. Turner with the screen for Mathurin. Releases from 15, hits the front of the rim and out.
Now, shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Wallace. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points in the quarter.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Siakam outside. Pass to Nembhard. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander over Halliburton. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Slithering around the floor, Gilgeous-Alexander gets to his spot.
Halliburton passes to Turner. Now, Nembhard. Inside, here's Mathurin. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 23 points here for Benedict Mathurin. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Top of the key, Hartenstein. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. 11 feet away. Another shot. And Gilgeous-Alexander with the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 35.
When you have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside, it can add some spunk to your team.
Halliburton finds Nembhard. Siakam, high post. He's against Williams. Nice D from Williams. Thunder have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Halliburton. Indiana's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Thunder.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And I think coming into this game, these guys felt they had the confidence to win. And looking at the season they've had, already 58 wins in the books. Tonight will be win number 59.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Jang, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Williams. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Cason Wallace. Now, here's Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Here's Nembhard. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Jang inside. Turner covering. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso looking for an opening. To the middle. And it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. And Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps.
Neesmith finds Turner. They double him with Wiggins. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Pass to Joe. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.